Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sport Podcast, where we don't just sip tea, we investigate who brewed it. If your relationship has survived February 14th, if your degree is still waiting for employment, if you've ever looked at a mansion and gone and, which one is this one? If you believe justice works faster for the poor than the powerful, this is the right place for you. Because here we don't fear uncomfortable topics. We invite them to sit down. This is the Sport Podcast. Speak truth, laugh small, think big. I'm your host, Okuni, and I'm with my co-host, Davido Akapondo, who is in charge of the production of all. David, welcome to this interesting episode that we are cooking today.
I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be here. Can't wait to get started with this.
Yesterday, my guy, was Valentines. Did you buy any flowers for someone?
Unfortunately, this year, no. I think I'm jumping on that trend. The one that's saying, the next year Valentine's for me would be nice.
You're not doing the chef variety, so Valentine's but a new boo.
No. He's on his own.
I think, we might even start from that angle when it comes to Valentine's.
Yeah.
And, you see what I usually think about Valentine's is I see so much hype before the actual day.
Yeah.
And then the actual day is kind of just like any other regular day, because you'd actually anticipate to see a lot of raid. Maybe people are going to dress up in raid, they're going to do what. But I think the memes are more powerful than actually the conversations, the actual thing that happens. What's your take?
I think for me, it's just the memes. I enjoy the memes more than the actual, more than the real stuff, actually. But yeah, I think on my timeline, I think I saw too much raid. There was just too much raid on my timeline. I was happy for people, love is a good thing. Love is a beautiful thing. It's good to see people smiling, enjoying their time. It might purchase sometimes, but yeah, it's nice.
Do you think social media, like in terms of adding up expectations for people? Because I saw this video from Stephanie, where he was saying, my flowers just grew away. But it's to me, to myself, and for myself. Do you think social media with the memes, with everything, is it putting pressure in terms of the Gen Zs especially?
Social media is definitely doing that to a lot of us, to a lot of people out there. So when you look at the way it used to be back in the days, right? Like Valentine's just used to be between the lovers. Like you do something for your wife or you do something for a partner, and maybe a few people in your circle get to witness that, and it ends there, become a little love picnic here and there. But now people are jumping on these trends of trying to show people what the partner did for them, and man, it's getting hectic. It's getting hot in the kitchen, man.
And do you think love is supposed to be seasonal?
No, love is not supposed to be seasonal. But I guess there's this tradition that most people have acknowledged of showing love on a particular day, regardless of whether you show it every day, but maybe just you have to publicly show it. I don't know what you think about. What do you think about that yourself?
Because for me, I'm anti-Valentine.
Are you one of those people that believe in the conspiracy that it's a pagan festive?
That is one of the reasons that's why I don't subscribe to it. But the other reason is I do not subscribe to an idea where love has to be seasonal, or because I can assure you that most relationships yesterday they went through a
testing.
Yes, a lot of testing, because a partner that has not been receiving gifts the entire year was expecting to receive gifts on February 14th. In fact, there are 2 days most of the people share gifts most of the time. Either their birthdays
and Valentines.
But that in itself is toxic. That relationship, toxic. The relationship already is toxic. When gifts are only expected to be exchanged on a particular day, or when love is expected to be exchanged a particular day. The truth is, if you love your partner, if you are with your partner, the idea of them is actually biblical. To think of, to go to your partner and be like, because God so loved the world that he gave
his only begotten son.
Yes, the key word there is give, and the other key word there is love. So when someone loves, it's natural for them to give. So it doesn't really come with a particular day or with a particular belief, but it is just that when you believe, and that you love someone, even our parents, if they love us so much, they give. So for us to really experience, so for a relationship that becomes very expectant on Valentine's and expectations very low throughout the year, you have to question that relationship. Is there true love in this context? And as well,
you know what? Okay, the whole Valentine's thing is good. I mean, it's great, but what I'm worried about is that people are putting too much relevance to it. I don't think it should carry that much relevance to it. Such that when it's that day, you know, we're seeing things on social media. I think it's putting too much pressure on people, especially the people that can't afford certain things for their partners. You know what I mean? And then, like you said, like it's a day of testing your relationship now. It can actually shake your relationship to the ground, and everything can fall to the ground. Just looking at the way your partner treated you. Should I say treated? No. Like got what your partner got for you on that day. So it shouldn't have that much relevance. It will affect a lot of relationships. Like genuine relationships will crumble, will break down. I mean, like a lot of crazy stuff can happen just because of the pressure that people are witnessing on social media, man. It's too much.
Yeah. And another reason why I don't celebrate it is actually this one. Let me read it for you. Read it for you. I'm going to read it and leave it. I'm going to read it and leave it.
Don't shoot the messenger.
So there's the background of the day. No? So Valentine's originated from a blend of ancient Roman rituals and Christian traditions, evolving from the mid-February fertility festival of this is English here. I don't know if it's English or it's the
It's Latin.
Latin, yeah. Lupercalia and the martyrdom of Saint Valentine's, officially designated on February 14th by. Okay, I'll not drop here, but yeah.
I don't know where that is going.
So you see, when it comes to the holidays and festivities, for me, I know it's a debate that people can have and people can, but I usually love to go into the history of why certain things are happening and why they're happening in such a way, so that even as I make a decision to celebrate it on that day, or if I make a decision not to celebrate it that day, I make the decision from an informed perspective. And let me just throw this one. In fact, let's divert a bit. When we're discussing on the issue of being informed, actually let me even find it. There's a study that showed that Gen Zs are dumber.
Yeah, this generation is
compared to past generation. This generation actually, because according to the study, each new generation was coming up being smarter than the previous one. When you're doing the study, you say, "Oh, this one is actually because of the information, because of the word, they're becoming more informed and more smarter than the previous generation."
Yeah.
But for this one is dumber than it's dumber than ever.
The generation is cooked, my brother, because it's not a reading generation. Our reading culture is very bad. Our attention span is very, very bad. Trust me. When you, like, for example, you can go on YouTube, right? start a podcast, watching a podcast, if you go past 10 minutes of that podcast, congratulations to you. It's like everyone is.
So in short, if you finish watching this podcast, you are amongst the smart ones.
Yeah, amongst the smart ones. You just have to watch it to the end. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It means you are amongst the smart ones, right?
Okay, not. I mean, calling them dumb might be not the, politically correct word to use, but yeah, when it comes to like the desire to do research, even just like common knowledge, this generation is struggling to understand certain things,
Yeah, but you can say that it's not politically correct. Let me read it for you. So this is a quick test I've done. So it says Gen Z is underperforming across a number of cognitive abilities: basic attention, memory, literacy, literacy, numerous, executive function, and general IQ amongst them. However, who studies standardized testing results across various age groups, admitted this overcomes to Gen Z's excessive screen time.
Yeah, there's too much screen time.
Generation. The scrolling is a new drug now, right?
It's a new drug. TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
And the thing is, the modern parent is not watching their children. You know that to keep children.
How can they watch their children when they're also stuck on their phones?
Yeah, that's a problem. You don't need kids to be stuck in the home. You need the kid playing outside in the date, man.
You know what I mean? That's the difference between the generation of the old and this current generation.
Yeah, I tell you, I like how the
people in this generation, people are praising themselves. No, except I'm an introvert. Me, I just stay home. Except I don't talk to people. I'm an indoor person. Like, bro, you're a man. Just go out there, interact.
You have to interact.
Develop some social needs in yourself. You know what I mean?
So there's need to develop in terms of life skills, in terms of like developing life skills in the Gen Zs. This is how the New York Times scripted this one. It says Gen Z, the first officially dubbed dumber than the last.
Which one is the last? The millennials.
Yes.
Wow. New York Times need to relax.
So this generation born between 1997 and 2010 is the very first generation who did worse in school than the previous before them, according to the top neuroscientists.
There's some truth to that.
We are in trouble.
We are in trouble. We are cooked.
We are cooked. So there's actually need. So that it goes back to the point I was trying to make, right? That we are not really reading. So when things come up, we don't investigate why and why not certain things are being done.
Word.
Yeah, but we just leave things to more like just happen for themselves. We're not taking ample time for us to really read, investigate, find out what's happening. That's the reason why something will trend, something serious will happen.
And people start making memes out of it.
And people start making memes. I like if people make memes out of it. Most serious things that happen, they don't trend.
Like the Epstein files.
Yeah, the Epstein files is it's good. We'll dive into that one. Then the on our local front, right?
Yeah.
We saw Daliso Lungu's case.
Oh yeah, 79 vehicles.
And for control, they added a filling station.
Yeah.
Because you can't own that many houses.
Was it? There was 79 vehicles, a filling station, and there was a number of properties.
Let me check it out. Yeah, there are a number of...
Is it 3 or 23?
That's true. Last week. I think it was last week. So there was a case. So the background is that the court case, that was the court case. There was a running court case that was happening amongst the other cases that the family was having. And I was having this one where it is said that he was given the properties by his dad as the birthday present. That's what makes the story a bit of a sad reading, because if you look at, we are in a country, my guy, where hospitals are limping. All right, hospitals are limping. We are in a country where we are faced with so many things that are happening around, but yet the national cake. When I was growing up, I used to hear that no, there's a national cake. The national cake, the national cake. But the problem with the national cake is that only a few people usually get a bite at it.
Or the national cake.
Yeah, the national cake doesn't trickle down. You know what I mean?
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone, because if I usually avoid going into political matters or anything that is to do with politics, but if you have such a case that has gone through the courts, and the courts have decided that okay, here there is actually something to talk about, you have to forfeit those because there is no clear line of how you have acquired them.
Yeah.
It means those are properties that actually belong to the Zambian people and are for the Zambian people. So this shows this dubbed Dharma generation of the Gen Zs.
We are still catching strays.
we need to take an active interest in terms of because I've actually figured out that most of the Gen Zs would say no, me say I don't vote. No, me I have no time for politics. But what we don't realize, for me, most of my friends, for our generation, instead of just making it a point for us that us we just do science, us we just read, or us we just want to produce music and everything else, it is for us to take an active interest in terms of what is going on in the country. Because for me, it made me feel sad.
Yeah.
That is just the thing about the case. Let's say the case for Daliso. It's one of them amongst the many things that happen without there being accountability for anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because for poor people, my guy, if poor people get imprisoned for stealing small things. But one who is like stealing from the people is okay.
I'm interested in knowing what they're going to do to those vehicles. Are they going to
either they auction them out or they
individuals?
Yeah, so usually there are auctions that works on. Is it works on supply?
Why can't they just allocate those to rural setup areas where transport?
It depends, because they are not just
health facilities.
Because what I saw different. It depends with the kind of vehicles that are there. Because you find there are tippers. So if the government has no use for the tipper, yeah. So if the council, because councils already have tippers, you know what I mean. So if there's no council that comes out and says we need a tipper here, the most wise thing. So that again, because what happens, sometimes what happens with these things, they are seized, they are taken to a certain office. They sit there for a while. One guy sees them like, okay, the office is getting them. Then they disappear again.
People are hungry.
Yeah, so
is it just people really hungry, or it's just part of us, trying to be
people
shrewd?
Because people, the hungry ones are not seeing the resources.
Yeah.
The hungry ones.
I think we need to reconstruct our law. I think there should be more punishable ways of dealing with corruption as a whole, because trust me, corruption will never end.
Corruption will never end. If you David, it favors you. The thing about corruption is this: we only see corruption when if it was me being gifted those number of houses. Okay, ungakane.
Come on, there have to be a limit to it. As much as corruption can be dealt with completely, but I think we need to have a limit. I mean,
but that's the thing. The thing is,
how far can someone go?
And there has to be a limit to how far you can go, right?
Yeah.
And also, you have to put in terms of concern, in terms of, especially when you're in a position of leadership.
Yeah.
I think with the position of leadership, it is becomes a responsibility to all of us that are in leadership to be responsible. Now, sometime back, I liked what the president said. He said, if you're involved in corruption, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it means
Corruption has to be dealt with.
yeah, like corruption has to be dealt with completely, because there's a child that is suffering somewhere because he cannot get the education that
he needs to,
because
there's
someone
no
has
resources.
taken the thing.
Kids in these places where they need these resources, like, there's free education now, and
Yeah, so
that money can be allocated. But talking of that as well, about education, this ZAQA thing is real. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think as a country, that's another problem. As a country, we're a country of regulation. So we have bodies that are set up to regulate other bodies, because what is the sole purpose of having a ZAQA? Is it ZAQA?
Yeah, Zambia Qualification Authority.
Zambia Qualification Authority. Can you just check there which other places like you're expected to verify your documents before you how many places? So let's say you have an unemployed person
for education.
Yes, like how many places do you have to verify your thing? Your grade 12 certificate, because I know you verify your grade 12 certificate with ECZ, right?
And you do that with ZAQA as well.
So what's the point? ZAQA doesn't trust ECZ.
I don't understand the rationale behind this whole thing. I mean, it looks hectic. You have to pay like 200 kwacha. Then for a degree, you pay 500 kwacha.
No, man.
Then there's masters, then there's PhD again. So, like, I don't know. Okay, the verification idea is good, right? But what seems to be off for me is the fees that are accompanying the verification process.
No, man.
To me, it's just people trying to make money out of thin air and spend.
I know. So I think for the government, they have to look into the idea of ZAQA. I think if ECZ is verifying their results, okay, they have issued the results, and then now they're verifying it. Maybe it can end with them, because I think the idea of them verifying the results is because we know that in your hood material you used to make grade 12 certificates. So the proper institution to verify whether that certificate has been produced by them is ECZ, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of
oh, sorry, I actually made a mistake. It's 50 kwacha for grade 7, 9, and 12.
With ZAQA.
Yeah, with ZAQA. Then a 200 kwacha for certificates and diplomas. Then you pay 500 kwacha for degrees, masters, and postgraduate doctorates. Yeah. Ish. But you pay that as a collective, so you each paper that you have.
Even grade 7. I don't even know what it is.
If it's needed by employers, or if it's needed in case of anything.
No, I never asked for grade 7, man. They just make up their mind that you've been there.
I think they're going to request for that when you decide to, let's say, become a politician, and they start digging up your background.
But they're there.
If you want to stand as MP. That's a checking a guy. The school that you attended.
This reminds me. Grade 7.
I think I have a statement of result, but I don't have the certificate.
I remember my old man used to be very good with such kind of stuff. He used to keep them, like grade 7, grade 9. So I know, because I know I collected most of them from him. So I know that I should have it somewhere.
Yeah.
It's there.
I still have all my statement of results.
Yeah. But it's like our regulated bodies are putting a lot of pressure on us, because the other day I was renewing my practicing license, right? I just discovered that the fees for practicing for renewing my provisional license,
Speak properly in the mic. Okay, it's
all right.
okay.
So I was saying that I was trying to
pay for your license fees.
Yeah, to pay for my license, right? And then I just discovered that the fees had again gone up. So now the idea that I was now
By what
thinking,
percentage did you
man,
type?
I didn't pay much. When I'm paying for things, there's the things that I don't like to think too much about it because it breaks my heart. But I saw that the notch had gone slightly up. So now I was thinking now, for those that are not yet employed, right? You are unemployed, and then you are expected to pay all these fees.
And that was my issue with ZAQA, man. Like,
a lot of regulatory bodies that you're paying with, and then on top of that, there's this practice license that you have to renew every year. So, like for people that are in health, they have to renew their HPZ license every year. There's something with nursing from their GNC, I don't know, say GNC Council, that one for the nurses, they have to renew that. But mind you, the people that are renewing these things are not yet employed.
They are not yet employed. They should come up with initiatives that very accommodating to such people. Because imagine you are a volunteer, you work for free year in, year out, and you have to still pay for your license. What if they come up with a way of just paying after when you get employed?
You know,
a lot of
you know what we mean. That will not mean paying afterwards. It will mean that
during the selection process or the application process,
people that are already owing money will be owing. So now people will be owing Hosby money. On top of owing Hosby money, you also owe GNC money.
It's too much, man. It's too much.
You're already in negatives before you start working. No, that would be too much. I think what would be nice is having a fixed fee. Of course, we know these organizations need to get that money because that's how they function. But
this same ZAQA, even though it's not a welcome move by me personally, but I think what I appreciate about it is that you only get to do it once. Once you do it, you're done with it. You never do it again.
Yeah, that is if you don't lose where you have.
If you don't lose your documents.
So if you lose where you have stuff. But I know in time, for them they can sustain because every year you have new graduates. For them they can continue doing. But for practicing license, it's good for them to monitor because that's the way that they monitor. Because if you have an
licensed doctor,
yes, or a license that does not get renewed, the down part to that is that you have people making fake licenses and there'll be no one to check. So the only way they keep tabs, even on institutions, when an institution is about to register, they go in, they check, do these people have the correct qualifications? Are they registered? So that is okay. But increasing the fees, especially for the unemployed, sometimes even for the employed, sometimes they think about probably this is a conversation for another day, but you find that people that you are a teacher working in a private facility, they are paying you 1.5 in a month. You are a nurse, you're working at a private facility, they are paying you 3 pin per month. And that's another thing.
That's even not the minimum wage.
Yeah, so you find that you're already getting small monies from these places. So you can't really say that you're really working. But still you'll be expected to filter these some of these bills. I think these are some of the conversation that we should be having. Talking about conversations to be having. This is the right time actually where we should also start having the conversation about monetizing our social platforms.
Our social media platforms,
our social entrepreneurs should be able to make money from their content.
I don't understand if countries like South Africa, I know they're a bit ahead of that. Should I say too ahead of us? But come on.
No, they're not even too ahead of us now.
If South Africa did it, why can't we do that?
When it comes to content creation, there's nothing like they're too ahead of you. A content creator just needs a phone.
Because the entertainment industry is growing bigger and bigger.
The numbers that
we're doing on YouTube,
Because the excuse...
Got maps collaborating with Omarion, with people like Stoneboy. I mean, why can't just push for that? So even the platforms that the creators use, the local creators use, get monetized, and it's a win situation for everyone. Because you can't rely on brand endorsements or brand ambassadors and endorsement deals for you to sustain your brand. You know what I mean? So
then there's a need to have a conversation, and the conversation is supposed to be had by the people that are having the big numbers on social media.
They are not pushing for that. The only people I see, I think B4 is the only guy I see pushing for it. I think I used to see him. I don't know if he's still doing it, but
I don't see him anymore. So he needs. it's a conversation
He was
that
vocal about it.
that needs not only to start, but to start and keep on going on until you engage, you constant. Because I know maybe they submitted papers to these guys, maybe they said no, with this and this. You continue fighting it until there's even political will to have this thing happen. Immediately you have that happening, that okay, now this is happening. This will change the entire landscape. Because there's a funny video I saw. It's not Bizarre BC. Which was saying there's this regulatory body that was coming in trying to start taxing content creators.
Oh, at the Zambia Marketing Institute, something. I think I saw that.
So
I saw that.
If they want to,
I just do not have the full details about that, but I was like,
I saw it somewhere. It was it's trended a bit. But the idea is, if you want to start taxing these people, you want to start taxing the content creators, increase their revenue. Then now you have an excuse. You say, okay, guys, I don't know why the Zambia Marketing was talking about taxing. Is taxing not a issue?
Because there's some people like Guamato winning an ILAX, and then guys, why not get part of that,
but the thing is, when that Hilux was coming into the country, was it not cleared by the DRA? Was the tax not paid on?
It was, but
is he not going to pay for registration for Bratza and every other place?
No, I'm not saying this is not necessarily the ZAQA getting. I mean, the people that is it the marketing what that institution that talked about taxing, not it benefiting directly from the highlights that you got, but that's the whole thing that happened. It sort of like created a picture of saying these guys are making way too much money. Why can't we just get part of it?
I think if that is what inspired them, that is the wrong picture because
there's somewhat, I don't know if it's actually if it was implemented or not, but there was a proposal by the ZAQA that they should be taxing these musicians. Like for each show they have, right? Each show you have, you get paid, or you perform, you get paid. ZAQA has to get a cut of the money that you got.
There
was that. I'm not sure if it's active, but there was that.
Yeah, I'm sure if you're a musician and you have registered your business, right?
Yeah.
You're already retaining. Yeah. So the smarter way of doing businesses like local artists used to do is to turn their brands into companies. Such a way, it's easy for them to make deals. And sometimes these things
companies because some of these guys are running record labels, and the record label is a company on its own.
How many people are running record labels that you know that is registered?
Like big record labels?
They are not record labels in Zambia. They're only
we are only studios.
Yes. So what? I don't know the audio. I don't know audio. Yeah, there's audio. But that one is going. But like, what is doing with that, right? So it means all the revenue that he'll be accumulating will be running through Orio's records. And then Orio's records is going to have
is XYZ Entertainment.
Yes. It's still there.
It's been in the game since forever, man.
I was asking. I know, but are they still in operation?
Yeah, they've always been there. They've always been there, but I think they sort of like changed the way they run things after H Mark left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like a strategy.
We are running out of time. We should wrap up. We should wrap up this wrap. Anything that caught your eye during the week? Anything that caught your eye? Anything worth talking about?
Man.
For me, I saw this thing to do with women and DNA testing, man.
Yeah.
It has been a
DNA test, man.
A critical thing. I've always said that there's a perception.
Look for that story.
Right? Until the time came for us to have women now do DNA, like have DNA testing now on the children. Now, then we discover that 70% of the kids being born. The people that were wrong. I don't know. I think it was 40% or something like that of the tests that were wrong.
Yeah. So that story was man. It was a shock. Can you imagine 48 out of 123 DNA tests This is excluding alleged fathers, man. It's these results came out negative.
48 out of how much?
Out of 123, they came out negative. That's
almost 50%.
That's almost like 50%, man. It was pushing towards that figure. This is worrying.
No, it's not worrying. For me, I think it's about now accountability.
39% actually.
Yeah. Is that?
39%.
It's like 9%.
Yeah.
The 9% is still a bigger percentage. Sometimes percentages make things look nice. Because
no, let's just say 48 out of 143.
Yeah, but when you say 48 out of 100, now we are getting the picture.
Yeah.
Because you would expect in such cases that the cases should be on the lower side. But that's the truth about this thing. Sometimes women are not very honest on this conversation.
Yeah. So, but again, with that one again, anyway, not to cut you short, but somebody said, how much due diligence are they doing if they are going to only test the father? Don't they consider the probability that maybe a child was swapped accidentally?
That one.
Yeah, somebody said they should consider
when they are testing for both. I might be mistaken, but I think they collect both samples from both parents. Unless it's one parent that takes the test there, then they might consider. And
they get the samples of both.
Yes, if two of you have taken your child for DNA testing, the control measure is that you want to be sure that it's actually your child.
What if I want to secretly just get my child, me and my child, we just go there and just try to confirm?
Which means there's something that, because sometimes you look at the child, you're seeing the mother's face.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. What is that?
Yes, but there's nothing that looks like you. No, there's nothing like
just about result. Man, at dad. No, don't call me dad. Call me David.
Who, man? Who? Because imagine having to have raised a child from the time they were born, and then you raise up that kid. No. And it becomes like the nigga is not yours.
Bro, you're going to become my bro now, man. It was nice knowing you, but
so that's it. That's the thing. But the only thing I like about this, right, is that it's going to enhance the accountability conversation. Men are going to be accountable in these relationships.
Yeah.
And the women as well should be very accountable in this relationship. Because I've heard women say,
we have to see more of such stories, man.
Yes. So the accountability conversations now have to increase, because what this means is that this is a conversation we must have.
Yeah,
this is a conversation.
This is a big conversation, man.
Yeah, and
not something to play with, man.
But again,
48 out of 123.
If you are happy, you like your children, they are smart, you are happy, you love your wife, don't go out there. It's like checking phones, man.
Yeah. Bro.
The God of they said don't check your partner's phone.
Bro, there's a reason why you were checking for that DNA. It didn't come out of nowhere. Trust me, sometimes you have to trust your gut.
Yeah.
There's just something that comes out of your gut feeling, man. Yeah.
Until checking your DNA.
Man.
Yeah, but
your instincts, there's a lower chance that your instincts might be deceiving you.
Oh yeah.
They might be leading you to a breakthrough or to the truth.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else that caught your eye? Anything else?
Man, I think this is what's caught my attention, man. I think this was it for me.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have reached the end of this episode. Shout out to you if you have watched until the end.
Asante sana.
This is one amongst many that are coming. We're going to be having interesting guests dropping in. We're going to be having interesting conversations. We're going to be having expert conversations. We invite people to come in and just give an expert overview and
health, finance, education, just name it.
Yeah. Various conversations.
This is the right place for you.
As long as it's a conversation worth having, we put it on the spot. We put the person on the spot, and everyone will be able to be.
And your support to be the driving force for us. We
Definitely, man.
look forward to your
Definitely, man.
support.
Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Facebook. Ensure that you follow our channel. You subscribe to our YouTube channel. You share. If you're a couple, ensure that in this
You watch as a couple.
Yeah, watch as a couple. You might learn something.
Yeah, you might. You just might.
You might learn something. Otherwise, yeah. And if you're a business man, if you're a business, you think you want to get some advertising space on us. We want us to come and shoot. Advertise your business. We can come through shoot some adverts for you. Even if you just want your products to run on the what do you call it? I think
call it product placement. I mean, it can
on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, we can explain them.
Yeah, we can even have it somewhere. We just put it on the table somewhere here, and we're able to advertise your products as well. Otherwise, this has been an interesting part of this podcast. I've been your host, Okuni. There were none before. There'll be none after. Shout out.
Sante sana, we out.